Howdy everybody, how are you all doing? This is Jamie, aka Evening Starlight 97, back again with what will become another video. I'm sorry, I had to do a good Texas accent. Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Jamie back again, and with another video. This time it's an audio commentary on a remake, which is actually the first actual model remake I publicly uploaded to YouTube. Though my first attempt was actually a couple of years ago. I did try to do one in a style that I tried to use the editing software, but I couldn't get it to work out right, so I had to put it on hold. It might come around one day, but this audio commentary is actually going to be focusing on my remake that's actually meant for the 75th anniversary of the Railway series last year, but was actually uploaded a day after the passing of Michelangelo, which I'll explain later on at the end of the video. So, anyways, this remake audio commentary is on my Edward's Day Out remake that actually features model railway trains. So, without further ado, let's begin! Fun fact, actually, I'm recording this a day after the day before the 76th anniversary. Anyway, here we go. Alright, so, starting off here, we have a little nice panning shot from a backdrop, which is very funny enough. I did this because, you know, like in an opening shot, it would be a bit of a coincidence how I would film this stuff. Okay, here we go, the engine shed set. This set, I'm especially quite proud of this shed set, although I do not throw any clutter in there or any grass details in there, but I try to make it the best I can as to represent the ones from the Railway series. The engine sheds are actually Tomy sheds with, and in a behind the scenes photo you can tell there's a Hornby box from a train set I use. I think it was the Hornby LNER B12 set, the Eastern LNER set. I think I got that a few years ago. In the behind the scenes there, Henry isn't fully intact with his tender, but I actually threw the tender in because I could not fit Henry in the sheds. Oh, and about those engines between Henry and Gordon, they are from Gordon to Henry. It's an LNER B12 I spoke about, a British Monarch, which is a 5P class, and strangely enough, fun fact actually, I flipped this Edward around because, you know, I couldn't actually get an interior of that shot. Oh, there's the edge of the scenery. Oh, and about that other engine, it's actually a Great Western Railway Priya Tank 61XX. Strangely enough, coincidentally, they weren't built until the 1930s, so I'll just say that's another set engine from a different basis we never got to meet. That's clearly not the Priya tanks. That's just a different engine. I'm especially proud of this yard set, and if you look in a few of these shots, who's that? Oh, it's Thomas the Tank Engine. Funny I foreshadowed him from a little cameo. I just wanted to throw him in just for since he's preparing to get the trains ready and all that stuff, because, you know, how I improved on this set, I mean, I could have done better. I mean, see in the next shot, you'll see some grass and bushes, whereas, you know, there are some sets that I didn't throw grass in, maybe just because of time constraints and whatnot, and sometimes you'll see the edge of the set in a number of scenes, but I don't know. I like the addition of telegraph poles. You can see the top of the sky in this scene. I'm especially proud of this. This station set could have been done a bit better, but I'm quite proud of how well it turned out. But the only coincidence is that the road is not smoothed out and the grass mat is sewn on the edge. But I could have done a bit better. It's a bit dumb of not to notice. Oh, you can see the edge of the grass, and there's more of my room in the background. But you know, my remakes are never intended to do that all the time. But they're just trying to get them as accurate as possible. Edge of the scenery. Oh, look at that, a 38XX class on an empty goods train. Without all those faceless engines I see throughout the remake, I'll just say they're engines we never got to meet or got introduced to any of them. But, you know, I did this remake because for the 75th anniversary, but it was 2 days late, 2 weeks late, almost 3 actually. This is actually uploaded to the day after Michelangelo passed away the night before. But you know, rest in peace. So, this shot was hard to do because the guard kept falling over. Some of the engines, you know, with my electric trains, some of them tend to stall a lot because, you know, they don't run, some of them are quite worn around because, I don't know, they've been played too much. Thomas doesn't work anymore. In fact, some of the engine's motors have nearly died down. In fact, most of them are actually Hornby engines from what you can tell the brand I'm using. And some, they do need a service, but some of the shots in this video came a bit out dark and blurry. I mean, I could have got small fence. That set I'm especially proud of, but I could have improved on that going to smaller fence before that, but you know, oh my. I could have, there's no grass in this set. I could have, if there was an improvement, I could have had some grass, you know. Yeah, I like this station set too. I actually used the blacksmith, Hornby watersmith, blacksmith build, and 2 special engine chairs, but you know. And if you look, oh, there's my suitcase, and there's a Dean Goods engine cameoing for passing by. That's not about that black building station that I use for station builds, and that's not a coincidence. I throw this in a lot of my sets, you know, just for set dressing, because you know it gets a bit time consuming, and I have to like include something that would take less time to get out. And I think that's the same set I did before the station set earlier. So in fact, in one shot you can tell I pushed Edward along with my hand, which I didn't have the train motorised. Oh, there's a nice little cameo of the workman. I'm repurposing a few of these shots. This shot here was actually filtered to make it look like a sunset. And if you don't know about, if you may notice, I am a huge proprietor, also reusing rolling stock in several scenes. And you know, those 3 engines between Henry and Gordon, the Priya tank and the 5P Star class, that's not a coincidence they were seen at the end of the episode. Oh, Edward's sleeping face was actually achieved with white tack, and to make it look like he's sleeping. Oh, there's a glimpse of the Railway Series book. Sorry, I did not check at the last second. Oh, yeah. And there's a little tribute to Michelangelos at the end. Rest in peace. Oh, I forgot to point out about those engines. That's not a coincidence they appeared at the start at the end of the episode. That I just wanted to throw them there. Those engines between Henry and Gordon may or may not be characters just yet, but will make sense when a new series I can plan around at some point ever happens. Yeah, so basically, I'm kind of alluding to those guys, but it's just not a coincidence they were thrown. I threw them at the start of the end of the remake, just to like, you know, maybe light up the sets a bit. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of going over the time there. I really should have stopped right now, but I was a bit too lazy. Oh, I'm sorry, but those illustrations, I actually also recaptured to memorize how they looked in the actual picture themselves. I did that a lot with my wooden railway, but they were never released publicly, and in fact I might publicly post them to Twitter one day. Depends though. And about the... Oh, I also forgot, this is not inspired by Wooden Toby, by the way, of his wooden railway videos. I don't know if it's still going or not, but it might be. Might have just been abandoned, but I'm not going to talk about that. But you know, I also have another model railway remake out, but that is another time. Near Miss, I'll cover Near Miss again one day, but you know, only time will tell. I'll get round to doing it, but you know, my narration is kind of okay, but you know, sometimes I like to add extra details. I'll kind of like alluding a bit too much though, but I think from now on I'll probably just stick to the text. And coming up in a minute, you'll see a photo of all the Railway Series books, of all the photos of all the books I own from 1 to 40. I don't have 41 Thomas and Victoria, or Thomas and his friends, number 42, the final volume. But you know, I like to, you know, include what I have. Oh, there it is. So, I know this was a few weeks late from uploading. There were some photos of Thomas in different photos I took over the years. You can tell there was some Tommy, some Ertl, some Wooden. Well, you know, I don't care. Well, anyways, in the end, you'll see there's one more shot coming up. In the final shot, you may notice that there's a tribute to another person that we lost over a decade ago. But I didn't coincidentally throw it in there, but, you know, I just wanted to send a little tribute to David Mitten. Yep, happy 75 years to Thomas and Friends and the Railway Series. Yep, there's my tribute to David Mitten. I thought I'd throw him in there just for like a little bit of an addition. You know, it's just okay if I did so. Sorry if I actually had to make it a bit of a non-coincidence thing. Okay, so we've come to the end of this audio commentary. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry if I've been rambling around. I forgot to include some notes with me, but I promise you, in the next remake, I'll try and include them. But basically, I know I haven't been having access to my trains a lot lately because I've been busy with life and college, but don't worry, I'll try and get something out for you one day, I promise you. While it's not going to cover all your commentaries, I'm not going to cover all of my remakes. It's just going to cover ones that I've done from actual stories and stuff, and maybe just some original ones if I ever plan to do that. So, anyways, with that all being said, I'm sorry if I talked too long. So I want to thank you all guys for watching this audio commentary on my Edward's Day Out model remake that was supposed to be for the day of the 75th anniversary, but was postponed due to other commitments and distraction. So I made a music video to make up for it. So, with all that being said, I hope you all have a good day tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. This is Jamie, aka Evening Star 97, signing off, and good night everybody.